This video is sponsored by U7Buy. Use U7Buy when you are purchasing Genesis crystals for Genshin Impact and other games. Use my link down in the description to support the channel. You actually do get a pretty hefty discount, as you guys can see on screen here, like over $20 for me in Canada here, buying the most expensive Genesis crystal pack. And if you have enjoyed my content and are buying gems for Genshin Impact, make sure to use my link so you can get not only a discount but also show some love and support here on the channel. Personally, for me, I never had to wait more than a couple minutes for my order to arrive, so just give that buffer time and be patient for your order. Thank you so much to U7Buy for sponsoring the video, and let's get into the content. Sup everyone. To encapsulate the emotions here, I thought we just needed to start recording immediately. Like, I mean, if I could just divert your gaze to the Twitch chat, like look at what the hell is going on in Twitch chat. They like, why are they struck? Why are they suffering? Why are they sad? Why are they upset? What's going on? So anyways, let's take them out of the misery. Let's not really focus on them too much, but yes, this is going to be a video talking about 3.7, but it's much more than that. Okay, it's much more than that because it's a video that we need to encapsulate our emotions here. Like, what is going on now? First and foremost, let's get this out of the way. This doesn't come as a surprise, right? That nobody is be like, oh my god, 3.7, a filler patch, you know, like this little content that's really worthwhile for people to sink their teeth into. But no, it's like HoYoverse knows that it's gonna be a slow patch. They know that it's not going to be as exciting comparative to like 3.6 even, right? Like 3.6, people already saying like, oh, 3.6 is a weird patch. Like it is weird because 3.6 might, I remind you, has literally everything Genshin Impact could possibly offer you. No, I'm quite serious here. There's a new sub-region, new Archon quest, new 5-star, new 4-star, new artifact set, hangout events, like character story quests and everything. It had everything, right? But still 3.6 feels kind of like empty. Now, is that emptiness coming from the patch or coming from deep within yourself? I'm not going to elaborate. I am not like a professional in that regards, but I am here to talk to you guys about the sheer disappointment that people are just feeling with 3.7. Now, with all the insufferable dad jokes aside, the live stream, I mean, it's a Genshin special program, right? It's basically telling you everything in 3.7, but really, what is in 3.7? I mean, I think the most exciting things about Genshin Impact are their characters, obviously, and with the rerun, you got the first half, which literally nobody is going to care about once I start talking about the second half. Yoimiya, and what's the other character again? Yaimiko, right? Amazing first half. Woohoo, Yoimiya's coming back. Where's Eula? Well, let's hear it. Is she in the second half? Second half, Kazuha, and I'll hate them. Like, you might as well just not have a first half. You put Kirara, the new character that has this weird ass gimmick that she's kind of like the Hazo of this era, right? When Hazo first got teased and showcased, people were like, oh my god, like it's like freaking punching air with like a Nemo power, so exciting. And now we got this character Kirara, which everybody's gonna be like going crazy for. All the content creators are gonna be memeing and stuff, and like turning her into this box that can climb walls, and people are gonna be like, oh my god, look, so fun, so interesting, so new. And fast forward a patch, 2 patches, nobody's gonna talk about her, right? That's the situation we're in for Genshin. We're always kind of hunting after these momentary things that really don't have any longevity. Like, I swear to god, you can grab a random HoYoverse developer and sit them down, question them like, what did you design in this game? And then they'll tell you a feature they designed. It's like, what did you do with it? They'll have no idea because they throw things into the game and then they just forget about them. Right, Kira's gonna be one of those things. Like, they're gonna throw this stuff into the game and she's never gonna go anywhere. But you know what, some things did get somewhere is that the TCG is back. More exciting things. There's gonna be a PvP event for the TCG. Like, listen, for people who are hoping that, you know, Genshin Impact gets a little more competitive, there's a little more reasons to learn and get better at the game. Well, for all those people who have learned and gotten better, like wrote thesis papers for the actual Genshin Impact game, well, here's another huge middle finger to you guys, because that doesn't matter because you didn't write theses for the TCG. That's what I'm telling you guys. The TCG is where you can truly flex on your friends. The TCG is where your skills as a Genshin Impact player can shine. If you cannot recite the abilities of the top 5 meta cards in the TCG for Genshin Impact, you might as well not even play the game, because you're never going to be relevant. TCG has a PvP version. I don't know why. I would like to believe that the TCG is less balanced in terms of like actual PvP mechanics as compared to maybe even Genshin's normal characters, but for some reason they decided it'd be a good idea to pit players against each other in a card game within an open world RPG game. So there's that. Now, if I'm sounding a little too negative for you, you don't like my tone of voice, you know, you're free to take a break, just like how like the vast majority of people who are watching this live stream are going to be taking a break from Genshin, because there's really nothing to do. If you have, let's say, 30,000-40,000 gems and you only want to see 0 focal lore, there's no reason to really sit here and put yourself through this. In fact, we have an event in 3.7 where the entire event is you coming up with an event. Yeah, I'm taking a pause so you can let that sink in, because the whole event is you going in a creative mode, making events and domains for other players. So do you guys understand what the hell's going on? It's like Genshin Impact, the developers, they're not even making an event, right? They're getting you guys to make an event so other players can play the event that you made. Now, this could also be said to be a good thing, like, oh, they're letting us exercise our creative freedom. Yeah, but when it's so like loose like this, it borderline feels like they're getting free labor out of you guys. You just make stuff, other people play the stuff that you make. I'm sorry. Is my negativity a little too loud for this video? Because honestly, there are people who were in chat saying like, well, I took a break, came back, took a look at what's happening in 3.7. Well, guess, you know, my break is just extended. This stuff definitely won't get most people excited. Like the people who are most active in terms of being online, talking to people about it, sharing content about it, this stuff definitely isn't it. Like like this is not the sauce, Hoyoverse, and I'm sure they understand as well, right? Like what is going on right now in the Hoyoverse headquarters? It's Honkai Star Rail. Honkai Star Rail, the Sealer banner, last time I checked, has made more than the original Venti banner when Genshin Impact first came out. So by that standard, Honkai Star Rail is doing amazing, phenomenal. In fact, it might even be doing well enough for Hoyoverse to justify pouring more resource and time into it. And like Genshin Impact has been holding the title for like one of the most successful anime RPG games released in the last like 3 years almost, right? So nothing else has really been able to even put a dent in Genshin's overall performance, and Hoyoverse is just coming through this time being like, you know what, why don't we do it ourselves? Why don't we come in ourselves and put a dent in our own product? And only Hoyoverse has this kind of power and dominance over the market. Now, am I saying that Fontaine is gonna flop? Am I gonna say that Genshin Impact is dying, right? The forbidden taboo words that nobody should ever even utter? Obviously not. But right now, it's pretty clear to everybody that like it just seems like Hoyoverse doesn't have their attention in the game. Like the banners even feel so lazy, right? Like, it's obviously a cash grab. Kazuha, Alhaitham, 2 superb characters, and of course slap them right behind Yoimiya yet again. Like Yoimiya's just can't catch a break. The first banner, first rerun, now like I think this is her second rerun. I believe it's her second rerun, if not her third. And Eula's nowhere to be seen. Like people were asking in chat, like, is Eula dead? Like what happened to the character? 500 days going strong. I don't know, Hoyoverse might be going for like some sort of Guinness World Record here, trying to be like, how long can we blue ball our player base, to the point where like I swear some people are going to quite literally faint from the blue balling that Hoyoverse has been delivering them in terms of the Eula banner. Like, is she coming next patch? I sure hope she does, because I mean, not that Eula as a character is that exciting, but I'm just saying, right? Like everything's all over the place. Like things aren't what they expect. I know a lot of these events and reruns and story events are tied to the lore of the current patch. But then again, like Hoyoverse keeps talking about lore accuracy and staying true to the lore of Teyvat, but then now we got Raiden Shogun running around doing like TCG tournaments tournaments with like Yaimiko and stuff, it just kind of takes you out of it. You know what? Like this feels like you're a part of the beach volleyball episode of an anime, where just the episode prior you had like two characters at each other's throats about to end the world as we know it, and then the next episode they're wearing bikinis on a beach playing like beach volleyball and stuff like that. Like, it blows the mind, right? Like it doesn't feel like it belongs. So that's all I'm saying. I honestly feel like that 3.7 is a fever dream. It has everything that a truly casual player could possibly want in the game, but people who have an ounce, a shred of desire for the game's longevity and wants to take it seriously, and who has poured their heart and soul into actually playing the bulk of the content for the game, is a huge slap in the face. And I don't even want to talk about what the hell it was the last 30 seconds of the stream was. They showed the MC swimming in water as if they were teasing Fontaine, and just as it was like the character was about to surface or something, the stream started like buffering and it just ended. Like, can somebody explain to me what the hell was that? It's like everything about this felt like a fever dream. It didn't feel real. It didn't feel it's not satisfying. Okay, they're taking the blue balling to the next level. What we witnessed in the last 10 seconds of the stream, like the Fontaine tease, like it's a tease of a tease. Like, no, it's a tease of a tease of a tease. I've never seen a tease that was so teasy. Listen, if you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe I'll throw like a clip on screen or something. What was that? It might as well not even have been in the stream. But I can't wait for Fontaine, but at the same time I can't wait for 3.7, potentially 3.8, and I hope there's no 3.9. I hope 3.9 is just 4.0. I can't wait for these two patches to go. I can't believe they haven't done anything for the Golden Archipelago. That's something that's comfort that we know and we're familiar with. No news about that, but yeah, have fun in 3.7, I guess. Until next time, urge y'all to stay safe. Peace, bye bye.